So, LPD city staff, what's going on? You got a site out here that you're trespassing people out of, and that earlier tonight there was an event out here where there was some violence with somebody that's not even supposed to be here, and somebody gets arrested. Apparently, what I'm hearing is that person was out here several times during the day, and nobody would make him leave. I'm not going to mention any specific names, but why aren't staff keeping people out of here that are causing problems? And better yet, how are they supposed to do that when they're not here? And the reality of this situation, guys, again, I've said this over and over and over. Advocates were out here doing these things. And yeah, Clinton, no staff again. You got it. And the funny thing is when I first walked up here, there was a situation that I had to de-escalate. And, you know, there's no staff here to de-escalate that, but we're not allowed to be inside. We can't help with that here because we're just advocates. So Clint, last time it took 50 minutes for staff to get out here. What do you think it takes tonight? Think we can do 35? How about 35 minutes? How about we see a staff member out here in 35 minutes? There's been several people walk up to that door needing stuff, wanting to get some food or wanting to get something that, you know, you guys have sealed this camp off and made it this way. You've committed to the responsibility of being out here. Now, why aren't you out here doing it? Well, if they don't show and something horrible happens here tonight, whose fault actually is it? You know, that's the problem. And it's, you know, fairly quiet right now. But a little bit ago, like I said, when I first got here, I had to de-escalate something. And even if they want the night off, Clinton, where's the bosses? You know, in every business I've ever worked in where I've been a supervisor, if your low-level employees didn't show up, business still had to get done.
Man, don't call that wrong bitch dude in here, bro. I won't be able to pick up the trash. It look like trash around here, dude.
Call who in?
You're a silly dude. You're a silly dude, man.
But no, really, it's just we're just wondering how long it takes to get the responsibility.
I'm serious, though. I don't like to fucking be around fucking trash. Just because I don't have none, it doesn't mean I have to live, baby.
But I don't know, 35 minutes maybe? Should we stay live until they show up?
I'm telling you, I've been having no committee.
I think you guys ought to form a new committee.
What? I'm already orchestrating it already. I've already talked to them.
So yeah. And there hasn't been staff here. It's been close to 45, 50 minutes so far. So I guess we'll just kind of hang out and wait and see how long it takes. I'm gonna go ahead and walk up this way and kind of get away from the front of the camp, and you guys can get an idea of where this is at. If you look there, that's the bridge that goes into downtown Lawrence. And so downtown is just that far away. It's just a little walk away. But you know, they've got the cameras out here watching everything. So I wonder if that's what they're relying on. Do they have somebody at City Hall just watching a camera out here now? Is that all we do? You know, how's that going to work? You going to dispatch police from the brief cam office? Are we using brief cam out here? That's another thing. We're kind of wondering. There seems to be a lot of warrant arrests happening. And some of the advocates are wondering why there's so many warrant arrests happening. Are we using the cameras to locate people that we want to arrest for warrants? You know, is that what's happening at a support site? So Clint, I hope you got a timer going. What time do we start? Give me 35 minutes when... I doubt that's even close. But yeah, we're just wondering, you know, there's people at the trailer that are needing things. You know, there's somebody right there that walked up, but they're not going to be able to do anything. And you know, even beyond the idea of staff being here to do anything for these people, I think they should, you know, try to eliminate the need for staff myself. But they've created this situation where they're commanding the security presence. And if an advocate were to go in, there are several of us that if we were to even step foot inside the camp, police would be called, and there's no criminal activity happen, just our simple presence. But apparently earlier today, somebody that had been trespassed out of here was just allowed to come and go, and it ended up becoming a situation where another person got arrested for taking matters into their own hands to protect his community. And that's the reality is that person that went to jail this evening is a leader in this community, and he's somebody that's protected this community. So I have to wonder, why was the guy inside the camp? Is it because there was no staff here, or no staff able to handle it? I mean, where are they at? Where are they at? You know, while we're waiting on staff, let's update everybody on what's going to happen this week, because there's a lot of activity happening this week. See, I got all night. But tomorrow night, there's going to be the Police Review Board work group meeting. And so that happens at 6 o'clock at the Carnegie building, if you guys want to come down there and give your thoughts to them of what you think our police are doing. And then on Tuesday, that's day after tomorrow, there's another city commission meeting. Happens at 5:45 at City Hall. You know, I think maybe somebody needs to come in there and tell people what they think about this stuff. Why staff can't show up down here and do their job. You know, and how long is it going to take? Last week it took 50 minutes. Or last time, was it last week? Last time? About a week ago, wasn't it?
Hey, bro, kid. Hey, kid.
My name's not fucking Kid.
You're my kid, bro. Remember your birthday? Yeah.
But like I said earlier when I just walked up here, I had to de-escalate a situation that was about to turn into a fight between two people that have already been in a fight and have criminal charges going on in that case already. You know, and why am I having to do that? I'm the guy that's trespassed out of here. I mean, let's think about that. So yeah, we're about 8 minutes into this one. I've been here for probably about 40 minutes before I started this, so yeah, this is almost an hour so far. I guess they're kind of lucky that stuff ain't kicking off. You know, we're just getting lucky out here, getting by.
Thank you. Get a new job. I won't pay you on appointment. Pay.
Nope, the rain already moved by, Clint. We had a little bit of storm earlier. Ooh, that thing came close to me. He's in there batting ornaments. The rain's supposed to be headed your way. So yeah, just an unmanned support site that advocates can't go in and assist with. But yeah, we're gonna just do what we do here. How long? How long? I know Craig Owens is out of town. So if Craig Owens is out of town, does everybody just stop working? You know, because he's the boss of bosses. I don't see your car coming across that bridge yet, Cicely. How about it, Mitch? You gonna get up out of bed and come out here and run a shift? You're the one in charge, aren't you? You know, but you guys want to play these games and use the criminal system against people at your discretion, and that's really what's been going on out here. It's been very discretionary. Uh-oh. That's an ambulance. Got the woo-woo, I think. Yeah, maybe they're going to escort Cicely in here. Get some sirens to help her get here faster. Yeah, what's she make? About 80 grand a year? Isn't that about right? All right, so it's 10 minutes in. We got about 25 minutes to wait, I bet. I wonder if she, nope. Nope, I thought there was gonna be somebody turning in here, but nope, not yet. See, since they built this new road on private property, you can just look right up there and see them coming in. They got this new road that they built on somebody else's property without permission. And then literally ended up putting the camp on other people's property too, without permission. You know, this is just more evidence that our city just does whatever the hell they want. Screw the laws. Screw what's right and wrong. We just do whatever the hell we want. And we make it up as we go. What's good for one person isn't necessarily the same way it'll go for another. That's for sure.
Fuck the city.
What's that?
Fuck the city.
That's right. Fuck the city. That's kind of how we all feel these days.
And fuck the police.
I can't agree more.
They still didn't take me to jail.
What do you think, man? You think we got 35 minutes or 45 minutes for somebody to get here?
Hey, what time is it?
I don't even know. I'm doing a live feed. I don't know what time it is. I figured I'd go live out here and wait for them to show up and see who comes.
About 2 hours.
You think it'll be?
Midnight.
You think it'll be 2 hours?
About midnight.
When do them night guys usually show up?
What is it, about
11?
11? 11 or 12.
Really?
Yeah, they're supposed to get here before the other person gets off.
Well, that's what I thought too. That's usually how it works. Is when you have a shift. You know, one person gets off, the other person takes over.
Did I start acting retarded and get a job yet?
You know, you should apply. I mean, you live right here. You could always be on time for work.
They come get me for bullshit anyway.
Right? Hell, I ought to apply. They're all the time asking me for stuff.
Yeah, like those.
Right?
And pointers on how to get hit by a golf ball.
So how about it, Cicely? Where you at? Just keep watching that bridge, hoping to see somebody come across it. Who's going to come out here and man this thing tonight? You know, you had police out here earlier arresting somebody with another person with his head busted open. And, you know, but there's nobody here now. So we just don't give a damn whatever happens out here when we're not here. It's okay. Yep, we got some time. You out, man?
What?
Have a good night. So yeah, we'll go up on the levee so we can get a good view here. And you can kind of get a good overview of everything that's here. Still don't see anybody coming across that bridge. It's not that hard, guys. You know, the thing is you've established an expectation and you establish the rule, and then you enforce the rule unevenly, and you expect us not to call you out for it. You got to be kidding, man. That's not the way things work. Oh yeah, we're still looking, watching that bridge, see if we can get somebody to come across here and man this camp. So yeah, you can look across, and what you see close to us is the sanctioned area, and over on the other side of that street light there that's in the middle, that's where Camp Mom Jen lives. And yeah, if you didn't get the live feed earlier, in case you didn't know, down there where those 4 lights are, that's the shower trailer that is closed permanently now. And you know, this is a good way to view this, because the reason that shower trailer down there in the center of the frame now is closed permanently. Now the office right there used to be down there next to that shower trailer, where staff could monitor the expensive city asset that they used to provide services with. But instead, they had to come out, build a road on private property, and do all this to quote unquote make it safer and for security and things, and so that it was easier to get into the camp, and so that there wasn't as much traffic on that back road behind Johnny's. But now, that trailer all the way down there, that shower trailer, is permanently closed due to vandalism. Now, what happens when people get pissed off at the city in here? They're going to take it out on city assets. We know this. You guys know this. Everybody knows this. It's how it goes. You guys are responsible for being a little bit more proactive about this and establish an environment where that stuff doesn't happen. And Karen, everything here is about self-evident, isn't it? But yeah, where's that staff at? I wonder if anybody's going to show up at all tonight. I wonder if the people over at Johnny's realize that there's nobody staffing this camp right now. You know, the business leaders in town know what's going on out here, city. You know, they know your failings, and it's not hard to recognize them when we keep telling you. We keep telling everybody what's going on out here. But you got the Lawrence Journal World that's going to spin their story and try to spin your narrative and defend you every step of the way. This is what's real. And I don't see any Lawrence Journal World reporter out here documenting the fact that the city's failing. They sit in an office and take a statement from the city and print it as though it's gospel. And sometimes it's so far off from gospel that they don't even print it. You know, when a newspaper won't even print your statement, Chief. I mean, seriously, there's another person at the door right now wanting to get something. Can't. Money hungry LJ World. You know what's funny is the LJ World changed when Chad Lawhorn took over and tried to salvage that newspaper from its demise. And the problem is it's all clicks now. It's all about what, you know, the clicks that he can get. And it's not the same old community newspaper that you used to have here in Lawrence. That's for sure. But how about he do some reporting on how this site is being staffed? I still don't see Cicely coming across that bridge yet. You know? I don't see anybody coming across that bridge. There's a car, maybe that's her. Nope, there's two cars. We got two chances. Two chances. Nope. They're just gonna go right on by. Nope, no Cicely. Nope, that one wasn't either. Damn. I wonder where she's at. Oh, here's a car pulling in. Where are they going? Nope, going to Johnny's. That's no staff member. Well, it could be a staff member going to Johnny's first. But nope. I got time, guys. How long do we wait to see a staff member out here tonight? And how long do I stay out here? Do I stay out here until something kicks off and cops get called out here again? And then what happens when the cops get here and there's no staff member here? How about it? Nope, another car's just turning, going right on by. Nope. No staff. Been, what, about 20 minutes? No, it's actually been a little more than an hour. I was out here for about 40 minutes before I went live. It looks like there's somebody that pulled in and parked way over there on the other side. That's not normally where a staff member would park, so I don't think that's a staff member. Probably an advocate checking on Jen's camp. There's a number of us that come out throughout the day and check on people. Well, Karen, the only time they really use that camera footage is when they want to press a charge against somebody. We don't seem to have camera footage of anybody's shit getting stolen or... Hey, Queen, how are you doing, buddy? Not doing too bad. Just showing that there's no staff here once again tonight at our good old sanctioned camp.
Unfortunately, that's no surprise.
No surprise, right? I'm just not always out here to catch it every time. But I just happened to get here, so I thought I'd come up here on the levee and just hang out and wait and film whoever shows up. Is it going to be Cicely, Mitch, you think? I doubt Mitch comes out.
Well, I mean, you know, being paid $80,000 a year, you think it shows the work.
Well, that's what I said. They make $80,000 a year. And you know, the funny thing is I said this too. I said, any other job that I've ever been a boss at, if the staff didn't show up, business still had to get done. The boss was at work doing it.
Yep, that's right.
You know, well, and my bosses always told me, if you didn't want to be there working in the middle of the night, you better train your staff better or hire better staff.
Yep.
That's what my bosses always told me. Why shouldn't we, the bosses of the city, tell them that?
Valid point.
Hey,
It was good seeing you on.
you too, man. Have a good night.
All right, you as well.
So yeah, how long? How long? Yep. I don't see anybody come. Oop, wait, we got a possibility? Nope, I think they're gonna go on by. They didn't look like they were slowing down. Nope, drove right on by. See guys, if I were you, I'd be calling the city hall in the morning asking them why they don't staff the camp that they're throwing people out of. And how do they know that people that are thrown out of there aren't in there? I mean, because I'm going to be honest with you today, I'm not going to publicize it, but I took some footage today that showed it. I took some footage last week that showed it. I took some footage the week before that showed it. I get footage every time because it's really a discretionary thing. They only throw out the people that they personally don't like or don't want inside here because they'll show the truth. And somebody asked the county, this is Douglas County, Kansas, the good old city of Lawrence. Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Yeah, and you can see our little tower down there. I don't know if you can see it in my feed, but the red and the blue light, that's the Oriad Hotel down there. That's on campus. But yeah, you know, you can get from campus to this camp in less than about 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm kind of wondering where Cicely is. I mean, it's Sunday night, so she shouldn't be drunk. I wouldn't think anyway. Monday mornings come early. But yeah, where's staff? And you know, we're hearing that the guy that was in here earlier that shouldn't have been here, that got into the scrum with the resident here, we're hearing that a staff member got into a fight with him like last week. So what's up with that? So you got a known entity that's fought with staff before, coming inside the camp and getting into other fights, and the resident gets arrested because somebody came to his house picking shit? I mean, literally, this is where these people live, guys. This is where these people live. So when you let these assholes come in here and start messing with them and picking shit, and then they get arrested for defending themselves, I'm sorry, that's not right. And it happens because, I'll be honest, you've got a couple small girls out here that I don't blame them for being a little fearful. Because the guy, if he's the guy I'm thinking of, I haven't personally seen him, everybody else has, but if he's the guy I'm thinking of, and I was that little girl, I wouldn't go up against him. So, but you put a couple small girls out here in the night, and they're not going to be able to control security out here. You know, you have some big guys, but where the hell are they at? A couple of them usually out here at night, but they're not here. Do what? I'm serious, man. You ought to apply. You live right there. Let's see. We got some chances here. We got some cars coming across the bridge. Let's see if one of them wants to turn in and come in here and man this place.
Mike,
Shut up.
you please go buy me cigarettes, bro?
What?
I'll pay you back, bro.
I got no cash, dude.
Bullshit,
You
Mike.
don't have a job.
Don't be useless, Mike.
Be useless. He tells me not to be useless. What are you doing? What's that? Oh.
Sell it, make $1.
Yeah.
Time for you to get a watch. I bet you can't tell time anyway.
That's it, Karen. That's all there is to control out here is trespassers, apparently.
I patrol it.
Yeah? Only with golf balls. But yeah, how about it? Where's Cicely at? Mitch, come on, really? How about we go right up the chain? There's Danelle Walder. She could come out here. I haven't seen her volunteer out here yet. You know? And you know what? I wouldn't be up here filming this if you guys hadn't been stupid about how you did all this shit. Because you know what I was making videos of in the wintertime? Back when we weren't trespassed and back before March, when you decided to throw everybody out of here because a woman was found dead in her tent after she laid in there 3 days at your support site. That's the only reason you trespass people out of here. But the only reason that I'm out here filming is because I can't go in there and do anything. I can't go in there and try to help or talk to these people or try to help them get in the right mindset. I can't even go in there to de-escalate something that's going down. I wonder if there was somebody in there overdosing right now and I ran in to do Narcan on them. Would I get arrested? Would I get cited for trespassing? How severe is this? What if I saw an assault going down right now and I went inside the camp to stop the assault? Am I going to get arrested? Are you really going to prosecute me for that? And then while we're at it, are you going to do it if I go in and I stay on private property that you've invaded? The city has taken over private property. But they're not here to help it. They're not here to take care of any of these emergent situations. As a matter of fact, their day shift supervisor, that guy Ron, well, he self-admitted to his 44 felonies, but the guy's out here wearing flip-flops every day. And in a gravel situation, and how's he gonna respond to anything wearing flip-flops? You know, I'm wondering if he's in closed-toed shoes yet. We called that out last week. Where's our staff at? Where's our staff at? And you know, here's the other thing, guys. I quit monetizing these videos. So I make nothing off of this. I truly have nothing to gain by doing this. Somebody decided to act like I had something to gain by the little monetization that we get off these videos that I put up on YouTube. So I just quit doing it. It wasn't worth it. It was like $2,500 over a year and a half. And trading that for my ethics and what people view me as my motives, yeah, no, that's not going to happen again, because there's no money passing hands on these videos. This is just me out here doing my thing and calling out what I see as a problem. And there's too many people in this town that think I'm just after shock media and trying to make a name for myself. And you guys have got it wrong. And hopefully one day you're going to learn that you got it wrong before it comes back to haunt you. Because, you know, there's legal ramifications to a lot of this shit you guys are doing. This bullshit trespassing stuff and the way you've treated people inside this camp, there's legal ramifications to that. The fact that you can't have staff here to monitor a camp where you know that there's stuff that goes down on a daily basis that just went down earlier this evening, where a guy had to be taken to the hospital because he had his head split open and you could see his skull. But then we have no staff out here. So how important is it that these things are handled? How important is it to the city? What's the commitment that you've made? What's the priority here? Because I guarantee if this is a school function, you'd have everybody there saying, oh God, we got to protect the kids. Well, there's some young people here too. How about we protect them? There's a police officer right there. Nope. Turning going on down Locust. Now that's a cop that you see those taillights right there. Just came across the bridge. Here we go. Looks like we may have somebody turning in. We got a blinker going. We have got a blinker going. By golly, that looks like it might be a staff member. Holy shit. It is a staff member. Clint, how long did it take? Put it in the text. How long did it take?
35 minutes.
35 minutes I'm hearing now from Robert. Clint, you got it in the text. I know you're still there. How long did it take?
Hey, Sean,
What up, sir?
you can't come in.
Okay.
This is our barrier. We're security. He's gonna take the bottom. I take the half. Top.
Respectful.
You can't come in. Get. Sean! Sean! Oh!
He straight went right through that barrier. That ain't a barrier. You volunteer me to help you when you take off. The bugs are all over. He's just trying to get you off. He did not do it with a stick.
That's what they
Did he
said.
get arrested?
No, I was right
Did he
there.
get arrested?
Yep.
Yes, my brother got arrested, but he didn't beat him with it.
Then he got charged with assault with a deadly.
But he didn't beat him with it. That's what I'm saying.
He fucking hit him.
So it didn't even
That's what
quite
I'm
take
saying.
35 minutes, eh, Clint?
He didn't beat him with the stick.
Well, he'll have his day in court.
He didn't hit him once, but it's not like he was sitting there like multiple times.
That's a good idea. Monetize the videos and use it for them. That may be something
I'm
that
the
I'll go
judge
back
in
to.
this court. He's fucked.
But,
Good night.
Yeah.
Oh.
And see, this is the person that apparently got in the fight with the guy that shouldn't have been in here in the first place tonight.
Mike, can I please get a fucking cigarette, bro?
Don't
You're gonna be
smoke,
useless.
man. But yeah. And if maybe he'd have been here and known that that fight was happening, we could have stopped it. But guys, once again, it just takes somebody with a camera. I don't know why we can't get some people out here. So
John, do you put in a recommendation that I should be like Tex and work with you, bro? You won't have to do nothing.
and you know,
You know, I'll pick up all the trash, I'll clean the bathroom, I'll talk to your wife, I'll do everything. I'll take your kids to the park, wash your truck, you know.
the first thing he does is control the bugs around his office. That's interesting. We gotta keep him comfortable.
All you need to tell, bro.
Yep. Wish we could do better. Dude, have put those shoes on? No, we in flip flops. He's in flip flops too. Flip flops is a standard attire out here, guys. So hey, if you want a job where you can just hang out and wear flip flops all day, this is where you need to come. He's a whole can of bug spray on a night where he's got bright lights out here that are gonna attract the bugs. That was kind of interesting. Well, guys, my mission is accomplished. There's staff here. But once again, it's just one more example of how they've created these guidelines for thee, but not for we, right? Everything is for thee, but not for we. City Hall calls tomorrow morning, guys. I'd appreciate it if you would let them know what you're thinking of this. You know, good, bad, or otherwise, let them know. Clint, I appreciate you being here again, and everybody have a good night.